So, one of the things I wanted to do this week, right? As I mentioned earlier, we've been really talking through a lot of, relationship with God, relationship with each other. And so a video popped up in my feed. It's from the Jubliee people. And I'll definitely put a link in the description so you can go to their page and actually see, the full videos and their content. But this group actually takes a certain sect or a certain group of people, and then they ask them questions to see if they respond or act or feel the same way about it. And so I came across one where they had a room full of Christians. And they were asking them certain questions and certain things just to see how they feel about it. And so, some of what they were saying, some of how they were discussing some of these topics related to what we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to play this video. This is more of a reaction. You and Dion haven't seen it before, so I'm intrigued and will be intrigued by what you guys think about some of the comments and thoughts, and again, like how they've related to some of our past shows. So I'm gonna play the video. I'll stop it here and there just so we can have some discussions about whatever topics they're talking about at that point.
I like Christian music. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, man.
Some Christian music is good and some of it is lame, but that's the same with like any kind of music.
Yeah, any genre of music's the same way. I have to be like in a certain setting or a certain mind state to listen to it.
I kind of agree that some is good and some is bad. I kind of like 2% of it is not good, exciting, but kind of traumatized. I could only listen to music when I was a kid,
Yeah,
so now I'm like,
Yeah. That's relatable.
Yeah.
The question there just came up, and so I guess we can start there. The question that just came up was how they felt about Christian music, right? And most of them like Christian music, agree with it, but one young man went to the side of like somewhat disagree. So let me ask you guys, what's y'all thoughts about their response so far?
Pretty much how most people are, because some people like it, and then like the one young lady said, some's good, some's lame. Then the one young man said he kind of traumatized because he grew up listening to it every day. So I think the range of opinion is pretty much going to get society. Some of it's good, some of it ain't. And then he was like, he traumatized. And then I would say, I love it because they got so many different styles anymore. Contemporary Christian, gospel, rap. They got so many different styles. So you can about find anything you like to fit your flavor anymore. Whereas it seemed like it was limited before with the gospel industry. So I think it's a wider range now, so you can find what you like.
I like it. I do. Because sometimes the messaging in it is very simple, but at that time when you're going through whatever it is just what you need. And sometimes it just you're renewed and you're washed by the words themselves, and it's like I said, it's what's needed. I mean, I'm sure the artist isn't aware that you're going to be going through whatever situation you're going through at that time, and he's just making it out of something maybe that they've been through or something that they've heard, and it all just kind of comes together at the right time. And that's a testament to how God is, and how he comes into your life or whatever. It just always comes at the right time. So I think it's all important, and it's just depending on where you are and what you need.
Were any of you surprised that somebody went to the disagree part? And were you
Not at all.
surprised with his answer as far as he heard it too much as a kid?
Yeah, not at all. Cause you know, it's some hymns I really don't want to hear no more. I ain't gonna lie. It's some hymns that, and if I never hear them again, it won't be too soon. You heard me? But you know, just by and large, you know, gospel music itself has, like LaShawn said, come a long way. It's so much out there and so much to take in and be immersed by, or with, should I say?
Now, some of the somewhat agree people say something about some Christian music is corny. Would y'all agree with that? What makes it corny?
Okay. Now that one I'm not quite sure, because you know in our ethnicity, you know how they spice up everything. They'll take an old hymn that Dion can't stand, and boy, they'll put a beat to it, lay a track up top of that joker, put 8 bars on it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this wasn't the one I grew up on, but this working.
Now, I will say, growing, you know, when I first got introduced to some Christian music, especially Christian rap, right? People were not as gifted with trying to relate scripture to a beat,
Okay.
right? They was trying to do the King James version
They
of
couldn't do it.
scripture and put it on a tight beat, and that did come across really corny. But I am here to tell any of our listeners right now that you need to go ahead and revisit Christian music. Definitely over the last decade, or even longer, there's some really gifted and talented artists out there that's been able to take scripture and be very, very sound with the content. And I'll tell you, it's better than a lot of the music that you hear on your radio right now. That's what I will say. So it probably used to be corny, and you probably can still find a few, you know, corny examples. But for the most part, you know, Christians out there working on their craft. And I would even aspire to say that there's some Christians that are leading their craft in music as a whole. Like, I think they do better than some of the people that you do hear pushing on the radio and stuff on a regular basis. So that's my thought.
Oh, for sure.
I have doubted my beliefs. 3, 2, 1, go.
So we got one strongly
I
agree.
mean, I'm gay. I'm from like a little town in Texas. It's difficult to not question your faith because you're told that gay people can't be Christians, or Christians can only follow these certain rules that are set out.
We're the talk show where we